with Mr. Vanch and Mr. Samir, as they are supporting the topic that the teachers and parents should scold or hit their children, and Mr. Prashant is supporting that Mr. Prashant is saying that the teachers and parents should never scold or hit a child, and I'm the challenger, and I will support both of the parties. So here start the debate. So to the Mr. Vanchan Samir, as you are saying that they should hit parents should how a parent should can hit a child of his own if he makes somehow mistake, a little bit mistake or somehow.
But if there's his father, the parents or the teacher beat, scold his son, his children. But by the way, he can do the if the his parents or the teacher scold him, then by the he can do the wrong thing for the against the which he will do the thing. Then he will means that will he show the against to the thing that will he will wrong things wrong to means they cannot do the just a little bit mistake. They do the very means bigger mistake about the parents. If they are the parents pay the fees at a school, and his children cannot means improve improve its education and to improve its study, then by the way if the parents if the result can by the way if the means examination came, then the result then came, there's a means not responsible for the parents, for the teacher, then he must have a rights, his parents and teacher must have a rights to scold or punish.
Do you know the solution to this problem is not only beating, hitting, or scolding the child. You can, if there's come the school, then if there's some mistake of school, if there's no some mistake, then we are human beings and some mistakes can be done by us. So what parents should have to do, or what parents do, don't hit or scold any child.
When they give the birth to his children or the son, then he or she must know about his father. If they grow old, by the way they grow old, they are came in a mature life. They means they came in adult life. By the way, on that time there was a means man who bargaining, who's means who's against the father, means who can throw his father like a stone. If we are throwing a stone in a barrel, these are means he's also throw the his father into the from the room. By the way, I want to show you the one objection that here's a one man who his father gave his birth, and after a while he get married. After some years, he will do that type of thinking for the parents. See.
Is this the video that you are showing?
No, sir.
Picture.
Yes, sir. See, there's a
Can you
means.
explain this picture?
Sir, there's a one man who's throwing in his means the like a meal, throwing the means meal in front of the means his wife. His wife can means whispering with each other. His wife and his husband whispering on the air. By the way, he's against his mother and father. Means because of these type of activities.
I am saying that Mr. Vanch, you say that in the small mistake or even in a little bit more mistake, you give the punishment, or it's not be a one solution. You can be turn over and overcome on the mistake. Because mistake is the first step of success. You all know that. And if you do mistake in your childhood, then if your teacher, if your parent may encourage you, or your parents, because parents are the more mature. And
so that means you are supporting that.
The parents are an adult. They already know how to, and they are mature, and the child are immature, and they doesn't know what to do in a pure manner. But if one parent or teacher teach them well, or encourage them, they do it. In my own example,
Mr. Vanch, as you have said, you have shown the picture. Have you ever heard like father, like son? This is what in our childhood, if we were beaten or some beaten, or if some insane things were done by our father or our parents, then whatever father done with us, then we observe all the things. We type those words in our mind, in our instant world, and when we will grow old and when we marry, then we do that type of things with our children.
So I want to show you the one pic that he throw his father and mother.
So
there's one quotation: "This home is not home without home. A home is not a home without mom." There's a means the like. If the person also should do the means this type of activities, then he should must scold or hit by his parents.
that means these type of things were done with the child, and that's why the child was doing the same things.
Excuse me, that Mr. Karan, when you see the around environment, so many guys, so many boys did not understand the language. Means they when their parents had beaten him or scolded him, and after understand means the little boy means in the age of the 12 years, the boys are chasing the girls. Means they do the little mistake. You said that means they do this type of mistake.
That
The
means should be
parent
punished.
yeah, means they should punish them. When they should punishment, they did not do any mistake next time.
So they can be
This is
understand by the
also I have
words.
question both of you that if the teacher who teach them means the meaning of teacher means teach them, and the teacher give a punishment like rudely, unusually they punish them badly. So it's a teacher or not? Because they sometimes they pulling the hairs, they hit or many times.
So they also means they know their parents teachers are equal to the parents.
Yeah, I know that
Our
parents are
means
equal to
if
the teacher,
if
but
they,
the meaning
also
of teacher
our
means
parents,
they
our
teach.
mother,
Mr.
our
Bashar.
also beat and scold us.
Okay,
By the way, we are if even we are parents have a right to scold the beat if they have for the betterment point. If now they cannot means the stop these type of thinking in a mature life, then what will they do in a mature life? They just say that there is my son.
They are teacher. They teach them if they are doing wrong thing. Then teacher need to encourage them and teach them you are wrong and you need to be come over these kind of. This is punishment is not the solution of the.
Mr. Prashant, means the teachers are parents in our school. When the teacher teaches us that when boys, so many boys do not do the work of the school. When so many times teacher tell in the words, but they do not understand. When they sleep the one time
Mr.
and
Samir,
after he do the
Samir,
homework
I know
means.
that in our school there are in many dull and not much intelligent students. They not do his homework or but after a punishment they have a same, no any change.
You have any
So
example of
they
any
are
boy?
they are
Then
very
how can you
very
say
dull
that there are
student
so many
about they
boys?
are against
Yeah,
the
I'm not
teacher.
take a name. I have a my personal
Yes,
example. I have
So, as Mr. Prasan, we are classmates since 3 years from 7th grade. We have remembered that I have been beaten by the teachers, and even some of our guys they are beating the teachers have beaten the children. And you have heard recently accident occurs in our Pakistan that a student had killed the teacher. Then do you know what is the thing? This is the thing that teacher don't do any penalty over them, don't beat them. They just leave their feathers to fly in the air. That's
I
why
think
they-
so. I
they
think
do
so.
Mr.
some
Karan, I
insane
answer
things.
you. I am your also classmate. You see, when your teacher beats you, you can argue with them and discuss. You after a long discuss, you can go to the principal for taking action. You remember that. You remember
Me?
that you are taking action on the punishment. If teacher just slap one slap on you, you take a lots of action on them, and you know that the 50 or more countries their corporal punish are banned due to a reason of that. After a lot of research of Harvard University, all the scientists that the children, if you beat them, they are emotionally, there are a lot of reason behind that. They are disturbed and distracted from
Do you know
The parents-
what about the
Yes, the
children who get bullies, or they use abuse languages, or they eat some type they smoke cigarettes, or they drink alcohols, or they come late at night. What about this? This is the reason, because the parents don't do any type of things, and even the teachers don't do. As in the schools, teach. Students
that,
don't learn
you know
anything,
that in-
and they
so,
don't
Mr.
make the
Karan,
copies,
you know
and
that
the
in
result will be
parents,
fair.
in parents or teacher are startingly they teach well, they do not do like that thing in future. If they teach well in starting, so teach well in starting, they do not do like
So,
that.
Mr.
thing.
Parsha,
I
when you
think
said
so.
that in the school, the teacher, when student do the rude behavior and show the teacher, it's a reason behind reason that the parent did not concentrate on the child, did not scold the child, did not beat the child. I gave the example of the America when you suppose that when you are living in the America and your parent beat you, and your labor call the police, and police ask from you that your father is abusing you, beating you, and on that time what kind of attention, what kind of means words you say to the
Here
police?
I
My
am
father
living
is a
in
criminal,
Pakistan.
you take
You
into
can,
the
but because I on the time I
now
don't
last point. Say them last.
take.
So now the last one, the thing is that, Mr. Person, I have a question that if your father beat you, and you go to the police station and say that my father beating me and now imprisoning, then do you do that or not?
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah, you know that I am opposed question from you that if one parent
Please
full of,
answer my question first.
Yes, I clear that if one parent full of drink and beating like rudely, and they are out of control, they full of drink, and you are beating them on that time, your life in the death, or you are going to be a death because they hitting like
So
a
that-
dog.
okay,
On
so
that
that
time
means
you
so
cannot
that
take
means
action.
so that means they are the uneducated people. Uneducated people, different between educated and uneducated people. These are the means. If he or she scold his son or the children, then by the way you are saying that they are means the beating out of the control. Even they are the educated.
Yeah, I know that the
even-
teacher are educated. You see, the teacher are educated and well educated. Why
But
they
yet-
are
I give you
sometimes out
means
of control?
means the
Yes, Samir.
student do the rude behavior from
Last
the
point.
children. They are abusing the children. After the teachers do like that means they are beating the children. Means it's wrong for the teacher. When the boy is abusing the teacher, it's a big mistake of the boy. Means boy is not success in the world. How can you say
So
that?
that's all. That's all. Thank you so much.
The